If you've ever wondered whether you should be using a spreadsheet or a rental property software, this video is for you. So we're going to discuss what you need to track, what a good spreadsheet needs, and how you can make the move to a fantastic free software that will make your life just so much easier. First things first, let's talk about spreadsheets here. They're handy, sure, but when it comes to managing real estate accounting and property management, they can quickly become very overwhelming and quite complex as well. As a landlord, you have to keep track of things that generally fall into 5 categories. First, rental expenses such as maintenance costs, depreciation, and mortgage interest. Second is leases, important documents. Third, tenant information, communication, and receipts from those tenants. And finally, property inspections. And this is all essential if you're going to operate a profitable rental business and file an accurate tax return by the deadline, which is typically April. So if you're still using spreadsheets to manage your portfolio, you will probably find that as your portfolio grows, so do your headaches. And here's how to get your spreadsheet ready for tax time if you are currently dealing with that. So how do you get it ready? First things first, you need to figure out if your spreadsheet is fit for purpose, or if there might be a better option out there for you. There are 5 things that every real estate investor needs to ask when working out if their spreadsheet is fit for tax season. Does your spreadsheet have accurate expense categories in line with the IRS requirements? You can get a copy of our rental property expense checklist in the link description below, but typically the IRS Schedule E requirements, have very specific categories in a way that they need to read that information when you're submitting your tax return. Does your spreadsheet have income and expenses tracking or tracking ability on that? Can you track multiple units and easily get a summary of the property as a whole? Can you view important lease and tenant information? Can you easily get a breakdown of expenses by category for the property, during tax time? Having your spreadsheet set up and ready for action is really just the first step, or it's the only step. It needs to be easy to use and read so that you can keep it up to date, find the errors, understand the data at a glance, and for an accurate sort of stress-free tax season, really all these things need to be in order and nicely organized. So let's weigh the pros and cons of spreadsheets on the positive side versus some of the downsides of the spreadsheet. So on the positive side, they're familiar. It's where we start. Many of us have been using them for years, especially if you're in the corporate world. They offer a really basic way to organize data. They're free. And if you're a spreadsheet pro, they can be quite flexible, quite powerful. However, on the downside, they lack automation, they're prone to errors, they are hard to read, and you can't generate the reports that you need for tax time. You need a lot of sort of separated tools for other aspects of doing this, particularly around the rental management side as well. They also don't scale. Typically, you're going to have to set up multiple properties and multiple spreadsheets as you start to grow your portfolio. They're really hard to keep up to date and accurate when this becomes the case. So as you can see, while spreadsheets offer an answer to simple accounting needs, when it comes to managing properties, especially when you have multiple units, they can quickly become more of a problem than a solution. But here's the good news. There's a much easier way to handle all your real estate accounting needs, and it also is free. We're of course talking about Landlord Studio, and I'm one of the founders of Landlord Studio as well. So let me talk to a little bit about Landlord Studio and what it does. So Landlord Studio is designed specifically for landlords and property managers. It makes It makes managing your rentals just much easier, and it's been specifically designed to really help you manage the income and expense side of your business as well. So you can do everything in one place, from digitizing receipts and automatically reconciling income and expenses. You can also manage tenants, lease details, automating communications, collecting rent, generating tax reports. There's just a whole array of features that we've built into the software to really just bring everything so it's an all-in-one solution. And getting started with Landlord Studio is really easy. You can simply upload an existing spreadsheet into the software, and we do all the heavy lifting for you. So just imagine the time that you'll save by doing this. And Landlord Studio's got a really intuitive interface as well. So, easily navigating through the software is something that we've designed specifically for it. And this helps you keep everything up to date as well. One of the standout features of Landlord Studio is the ability to instantly generate over 15 accountant approved reports, including the P&L, the Schedule E, etc. And what this means is being able to generate all these things in a few clicks is just going to make that finance process and tax season just much easier. So sharing it with your CPA is just going to be much more streamlined during tax season. And there are a few benefits that you can get by just switching over to Landlord Studio. The most important thing in real estate is, of course, the profit side. So, using Landlord Studio, you're going to experience fewer missed deductions, and this is going to leave more money in your pocket. And in fact, we actually did a small study earlier this year on our existing users, and we found out they were saving on average $500 per property during tax season when they switched to Landlord Studio, purely because they were getting all those tax deductions, they weren't missing expenses, they were keeping everything organized. And your accountant or CPA is going to be a lot happier too, as they will receive well organized financial data, and it will make their job a lot easier, a lot smoother, and also save you money for that as well. You'll also, have the opportunity to engage in more sort of advanced tax strategies and planning, as you'll be able to get, extremely detailed data with your income and expenses just with a click of a button. And this saves you a lot more time and money in taxes without the hassle of sort of manually importing all that data into spreadsheets. There are also, a host of other options and features that I haven't covered in today's video, but you can go check those out on our YouTube channel and our videos in our help center. But really, our product is bringing all the features in one place where you can manage your entire portfolio from one simple to use interface. So there you have it. Transitioning from spreadsheets to a specialized tool like Landlord Studio can really revolutionize the way that you manage your properties. Say goodbye to stress, hello to efficiency and increased profits as well. So if you're ready to make the switch, check out the link below in the description. And as always, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and share it with your few fellow landlords. And you can also subscribe for more insightful content as well. We have a range of that on our YouTube channel. So thanks for tuning in, and happy managing. Cheers.